For development work in the 21st century, success is directly tied to the sustainable results a program achieves. The Program for Results Financing Instrument, or P4R, is designed to support a country's government programs so that investments deliver improvements in services, as well as strengthen a country's institutions in their missions. An important feature of P4R is linking the disbursement of funds directly to results through disbursement-linked indicators, or DLIs. DLIs play an important role in P4R operations. They provide the government with incentives to achieve key program milestones and improve performance by disbursing against an agreed set of results. DLIs can vary by sector and operation, but should always be clearly linked to the results of the operation. DLIs can be process indicators or key actions, outputs, intermediate outcomes, or outcomes. It is important that the selection of DLIs take into consideration how they provide incentives or rewards for results, that they are clear and measurable to eliminate any possible ambiguity that may delay disbursement of bank financing. The design of DLIs should take into account the country context, the capacity of the implementing agency, and ensure that achieving the results triggering the DLIs are under control by the implementing agency. Different stakeholders may have different interests in what they want to see in a DLI, but the selection of a DLI should be driven by the desired outcomes of the operation and how realistic the results are. DLIs can be scalable, meaning funding is proportional to progress in achieving the DLI. Scalable DLIs can have yearly targets or overall targets that can be achieved anytime during the lifetime of the operation. DLIs can also be designed to be one of disbursement. The nature of some DLIs can also require these to have a deadline, or can be achieved anytime during the lifetime of the operation. The value of a DLI is not directly linked or constrained by the cost for achieving the DLIs. The value allocated to a DLI reflects its significance relevant to other DLIs under the operation. During the preparation of a P4R operation, task teams work with the implementing agency to develop a realistic results framework for the operation. This framework helps the bank and the implementing agency to assess progress toward the Program Development Objective, or PDO, and, if necessary, identify areas where a program needs to be strengthened in order to achieve its expected results. During the preparation of a P4R operation, task teams work with the government to develop a realistic results framework for the operation. From the results framework, a limited set of results indicators are selected to be DLIs. The choice of a DLI should be clear by monitoring a critical milestone along the results chain without which the PDO could not be achieved. Sometimes, DLIs may be selected from key actions in the Program Action Plan, or PAP, whose relevance requires a financial incentive to ensure achievement. The PAP is based on the bank's P4R assessments and describes a set of key priority actions for strengthening institutions and improving systems performance agreed upon with the implementing agency. The verification of the DLIs is a fundamental part of P4R operations and is the responsibility of the implementing agency. During the preparation and appraisal of a P4R operation, the task team should work with the implementing agency to develop and agree on the DLI verification protocol. That will be used to measure the achievement of each of the DLIs. Verification is typically handled by government entities that are not implementing the operation. Verification can also be handled by qualified private firms and reputable NGOs or universities. The primary goal is to make sure that a credible mechanism is in place for monitoring, measuring, and verifying the achievement of the DLIs. The verification agent should have the skills, resources, and willingness to do the necessary work. Weak verification arrangements can delay the disbursement under the operation. P4R operations use the government's own systems, including the government's budget process. Bank financing is dispersed to the Central Treasury account at the request of the borrower upon achievement and verification of DLIs. Advances may help and are sometimes needed to finance activities needed to attain results for one or several DLIs. The bank may provide up to 25% of the financing as an advance for DLI results to be achieved. For certain programs, some results may be achieved prior to signing the legal agreement. In such situations, the bank may agree to disperse up to 25% of the amount of the P4R financing against DLIs met by the borrower between the date of the program concept review and the date the legal agreement is signed. For more information and to test your knowledge, try out these activities.